This is National Native News. I'm Antonia Gonzalez. The Alaska House of Representatives has a new special committee to focus on tribal affairs. The committee's aim is to advance relationships with tribes. KTOO's Andrew Kitcheman reports.
Marie Olson is a Tlingit elder of the Aquan people. She welcomed the committee at its first meeting earlier this month.
I thank you very much because I recognize the history of what is occurring now.
The committee has been formed in part because tribes and tribal organizations like hospitals could provide more services that the state funds. Bethel Democratic Representative Tiffany Zolkowski says tribes are providing services that incorporate Alaska Native ways of thinking.
Our state is home to nearly half of all federally recognized tribes in the country. Seeking to further our relationship with Alaska tribes, help to bridge both historical and political divisions while also capitalizing on limited fiscal resources.
The committee's first meeting provided context. Andrea Sanders of the First Alaskans Institute gave a presentation on Alaska Native history and current issues. She says Alaska Native people have a perspective that the entire state can benefit from.
We have intact knowledge of our environment, what's happening around us, our relationship with other species, and the changes that are happening. Our people have intact knowledge about how these things have impacted us previously and ideas for how to move forward.
The committee is holding meetings focused on Alaska Native corporations, public safety in villages, and tribal child welfare. For National Native News, I'm Andrew Kitchenman.
The Navajo Nation and 20 pueblos are joining forces in efforts to protect sacred sites and cultural properties in the Greater Chaco Region from development. The federal government is moving forward with plans to open oil and gas leases in northwest New Mexico where the sites are located. Leaders from the 21 tribes are meeting Thursday at Acoma Pueblo to talk about protecting the sites. State leaders and U.S. New Mexico lawmakers have been invited to the meeting. The U.S. Senate Committee on Indian Affairs held a field hearing Wednesday in Bismarck, North Dakota, examining public safety and drugs entering Indian country. North Dakota Senator John Hoeven, chair of the committee, says one of his priorities is to find solutions to combat the drug trade. A couple bills in Congress seek to strengthen public safety and expand crime victim services in tribal communities. The hearing also touched on efforts to address missing and murdered Indigenous women. North Dakota tribal leaders, state leaders, and federal officials were among those to testify at the field hearing. The Bismarck Tribune reports this week, North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum signed a bill to allow Native students to wear eagle feathers at graduation ceremonies. The bill seeks to stop schools from creating dress code policy, which may prohibit a student from wearing traditional Native dress or objects of cultural significance, an eagle feather or eagle plume. The bill includes an emergency clause for 2019 graduates. The Sioux Chef is honored with the James Beard 2019 Leadership Award. Sean Sherman is one of 5 recipients. The award spotlights sustainability, food justice, and public health. This is his second award from the group. In 2018, his cookbook received a media award. I'm Antonia Gonzalez.
National Native News is produced by Kawanak Broadcast Corporation with funding by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
My day one.
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 Day one. Telling inspiring stories of alcohol recovery. Recovery works. Hope starts here. Go to recoveralaska.org to learn more.
Support for law and justice-related programming provided by Hobbs, Strauss, Dean & Walker, LLP, a national law firm dedicated to promoting and defending tribal rights for more than 30 years. More information available at hobbsstrauss.com.
Native Voice One, the Native American Radio Network.